Hey, I'm Akash. How are you all? So, few days back, my teacher gave me an assignment to gather information about mental health professionals. But I don't know much about them. What they exactly do, is there any difference between different professionals, and anything. So, I'm going to a psychiatrist to know about it. So, let's go to it. Hi, so you are a psychiatrist. So, can you help me to gather information? Actually, I wanted to know about your work, what educational qualification a psychiatrist need to accomplish to become a psychiatrist. How do you deal with your clients? What work exactly you do? Can you help me to get the information? Can you please tell me about it?
Okay, I will answer all your questions one by one. Who are psychiatrists? Psychiatrists are medical doctors who are experts in mental health, who deals with mental, emotional and behavioral disorders in a person. Psychiatrists have a deep understanding of physical and mental health and how they affect each other. And they help people with mental health conditions such as schizophrenia, depression, bipolar disorder, eating disorder, and addiction. What can you expect at a psychiatrist's appointment? Psychiatrists listen to you, talk about your concerns and symptoms, asks questions about your general health, ask about your family history, take your blood pressure and do a basic physical checkup if it is required. They will ask you to fill out a questionnaire and tests to help them understand what is going on. Then, based on that, they will form a treatment plan, which is a combination of therapies that suits patients' health needs, personal preferences, family situation, and age. Patient and psychiatrist will work together to develop a treatment plan that will be right for the patient. The psychiatrist might provide a treatment themselves, or they might recommend their patient to see another health professional, for example, a psychologist. What is the education qualification of a psychiatrist? A psychiatrist is a doctor with either a Doctor of Medicine MD degree or a Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine DO degree. A psychiatrist completes his MD Doctor of Medicine in Psychiatry, which consists of 3 years course after doing MBBS. Another qualification of psychiatrist is a diploma in psychiatric medicine DPM, which consists of 2 years from a recognized educational institute. Besides the MD and the DPM, there is also another qualification given by the National Board of Examinations, which conducts a program called Diploma of National Board Exam DNB. The DNB is considered to be equivalent to a MD degree. How does a psychiatrist provide treatment? As in all other branches of medicine, psychiatrists too begin with the diagnosis first and then follow it up with treatment. Diagnosis is done by referring Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, that is DSM-5. It is a manual for assessment and diagnosis of mental disorders. Treatments are made on the basis of counseling, psychotherapy, followed by the prescription of medicine. They often work with other occupational therapists and social workers for the rehabilitation of patients. If required, psychiatrists treat patients through the use of electric convulsive therapy ECT or the administration of drugs. Where required, they even work on desensitizing patients mainly through hypnosis. How is it different from other professionals, or are they just same? Actually, they are different. One of my colleague is a clinical psychologist. You can ask her. She will provide you with a deeper understanding related to psychology.
So now we got the information about what exactly a psychiatrist does. And now I'll be going to clinical psychologists to know more about them. Hello, ma'am. So, you are a clinical psychologist. So, can you please help me with the information? Actually, I wanted to know about what exactly a clinical psychologist does. What are the educational qualifications required? How they treat their patients? What are their field where they work? And etc. So, can you please provide me the information?
Hello, Akash. I'll definitely give the important as well as valuable information about us. So, we mainly focus on diagnosing and treating mental, emotional, and behavioral disorders. Some of the more common disorders that might be treated include learning disabilities, substance abuse, depression, anxiety, and eating disorders. We consult with a variety of other behavioral and health professionals and organizations about violence, suicide, and severe mental distress. By understanding the broad expanse of mental health issues and how they may occur at any age. Also, with the help of personality assessments, checklists, and standardized psychological test scores in order to be more effective in treating patients. In this way, we have extensive knowledge of mental illness and also the knowledge of how to diagnose and treat it. Apart from that, we can perform research and collect data to enhance the understanding of clinical psychology. As the clinical subfield of psychology, the specialists are most often found working in clinical settings like psychiatric hospitals, general healthcare facilities, and mental health clinics. The educational qualification to become a clinical psychologist requires bachelor's in psychology followed by master's in psychology and then MPhil followed by RCI certification. So now you will get the necessary information about us. You definitely wondering about the psychologists who work in different setups. For this, you can visit my friend who is working in industrial setup as an industrial psychologist. You can visit her to collect more information about it.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The information was really helpful for me. So now I'll be going to industrial psychologists to know more about them. Hello, ma'am. So, can you please tell me about what exactly an industrial psychologist does? What are the roles they have to play? What are the educational qualifications required?
Okay, so I will answer you one by one. Like clinical psychology, industrial psychology is also a branch of psychology where we apply the principles of psychology at workplace. Here what we do is we help people to increase their performance, their motivation, and also we help organizations in various tasks. Also we are always there for them. So whenever a person who is working in company or any industry, sometimes he thinks that he wants to talk to someone, we are always there for them. So now I will tell you about our work settings. So we work in colleges and universities. Typically there we teach or conduct research. In consulting firms we help variety of organizations to become more productive. In private sector we work for a single company, and in public sector we work for local, state or federal government agencies. So now I will tell you what are the educational requirements. So if you have done a bachelorate degree, you can work in HRM field. If you have done masters and doctorate, there are various job opportunities or increased career opportunities for you. Master and doctorate degree people are found everywhere, but more often PhD people are employed in academic setting, and masters people are HR generalist, data analyst and trainers. So now I will tell you what are the tasks that we perform. First, recruiting and interview. So whenever a person comes for an interview to a company, so we check their discipline problems, so whether they are well disciplined or not. Then we discover new information about the people who have applied. So in which company they were previously, how was their performance there. So we all find that things. Then we also predict the future performance of the employee. How will he benefit the company? Whether he will help to improve the company. So also we conduct job knowledge tests, which helps us more to know about that person. Then also our task is in terminating the employee. So whenever the time comes to terminate them, here also is our task. Then motivating employees. There are a lot of theories which helps us to motivate the people who are working in a company and keep them motivated. Then leadership, there are various task managers, or there is a leader of a group where he have to perform some skills, leadership skills. So we have a discussion about this and we help them to improve the skills in them. Last but not the least, the occupational health, which is very much important task. Here we help people in managing stress. So it is very obvious that people have stress who are working because there is a hectic schedule most of the time. So we use them managing stress. We also use tests to measure the stress, and also we help in reducing the workplace violence. So this is the information about industrial psychologist, but we are only limited for the workplace. So if you want to know more about the general population and who helps them or with whom they can talk, so a counseling psychologist would be best, who will give you more information about.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The information you provided was really helpful. So now we will be going to counseling psychologists to know more about them. Hello, ma'am. So you are a counseling psychologist. Can you help me to know about you, about your work, and what exactly you do to treat people? What are the educational qualifications required?
Okay, so I will answer your questions one by one. So, first, you have to understand that counseling psychology is a field which focuses on treating individual with a variety of different emotional, behavioral, and social problems. And counseling psychologist is someone who helps people, support them, guide them when they are experiencing emotional difficulties or any other issue. They guide people on personal, career, lifestyle, and relationship issues, and many more. So if you want to pursue career in counseling psychology in India, you must have master's degree in counseling psychology or at least 1 year PG diploma in counseling psychology. After completing this education, you can work in school, colleges, hospitals, or can open your own clinic, or can work as a professor in college. So there are lots of different areas in which we work. For example, there is school counseling, there is career counseling, marriage and couple counseling, family counseling, and many more areas. There are different problems with which counseling psychologists deal. For example, coping with everyday stress, adjustment problems, study related problems, relationship problem. You can also seek help from counseling psychologist when you want to make your important career decision. So after completing your school education or further, you can opt help from counseling psychologist for your career decision. So now we will come to the treatment part. So counseling psychologists assess and diagnose clients' problem with the help of standardized psychological tests, and they use skills and therapies to help clients to find solution to their problem, and they help client, they work together with client to overcome the issue client is facing.
Thank you, ma'am. The information you provided was really helpful. So guys, before we go and end this video, I want to tell you that these are the not only professional which work in mental health field, but I tried to get information about few of them. So before we go back and write our assignment, let's just revise what a psychiatrist and a psychologist does, or what are the difference between them. The broader difference we would categorize them into are: first, a psychiatrist come from a science background, but a psychologist can be from a science as well as the arts background. Psychiatrists can give or provide medications while treating his patients, but a psychologist cannot. So, before we end this video, there are a few points that you should remember while visiting a mental health professional. That is, their specialty, their training, the methodology of the working, their schedule, their availability, and of course your convenience. So in this video we try to cover or learn about different mental health professionals, and in the next video we will be looking at the links or the chains in the mental health problems and some mind skills which will definitely help you to keep your mental health. So thank you for being in the journey.